Alrighty.
Count us down, Tom.
3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? We are back. It has been a couple weeks, but we've taken that time to rest and relax and get things ready for this huge turn of events that we had for this little group here.
Tom, I can barely hear you.
Dang it!
It was a joke,
Um,
buddy. You're good.
Thanks, sir. What started as a little tavern evening turned out to be something a bit bigger than that. Or it turned out to be just a little necromancer problem, might be a big necromancer problem. So
Yeah.
where we last left off, there was a town meeting held by Mayor Solorio, who decided to let the town know what has been discovered. It was discussed that the necromancer, thanks to you all, have been particularly Zagrin, have been disposed of, and and what was left wasn't very much: sulfur, bones, paper, parchment with some muddled up word letters. And Riftwood made a new friend at the town hall, and it was then discussed that the next request made for a handsome price at 500 gold that the town can't afford, to have you all investigate the hideout and the whereabouts and see if there is more rhyme or reason to what was going on in the town. Now that the bodies are not being resurrected anymore, is there is there more to worry about? So, as you all left the meeting, you all traced back your steps to where the initial confrontation was, and through a little bit of investigation, you all determined where the hideout was. Riftwood had, um, for the low charge of free, had the stone shards fused into his hand, and through a little bit of tinkering, was able to make the pieces of undead in that area writhe around a little bit and go into the water, and that was kind of the one of the indicators that maybe that was where the hideout was. You all also found an interesting runic stone that was in the forest area. Didn't look like it belonged in there. You all decided to go into the cavern where the water was leading into to investigate. And as y'all did, y'all started to hear some noise. Maybe you all weren't the only ones there. And through further investigation, found a stranger, a tabaxi. And I didn't have to worry about finding the name because we didn't worry about the name. I was like, well, there's no need to recall the name of this person because they are they're not going to be in the further. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So as Riftwood, Delpini, and Zagrin go through the cavern, Riftwood makes a little piece of undead go in front of them as a way to bait out this individual, and it works to great success. The individual there is looking for treasure, looking to steal some goods off of this hidden area. You all have some words exchanged, and Riftwood ends up putting the tabaxi into the water and tries to drown the tabaxi. Zagrin steps in and pulls the tabaxi out of the water before it can be severely harmed. And as you all get to the very end of the cavern, a Triton reveals himself to you all, who um, goes by the name Denta. And a conversation is then had with this individual that there was um, the necromancer Zon in there who was talking to somebody that he couldn't see. He thought he saw something magical happening, something about a war, something about orcs. He was able to give you quite a bit of information, and as you all continued further, you all found more stones, and came to the realization that maybe these stones are used for some type of communication. Zagrin places them on the table in a certain order that's outlaid in a book in that hideout, and a portal opens up and it sucks Riftwood, Zagrid, Dilpini, and Denta into the void. But you all had um, expressly urged the Tabaxi not to move forward and to leave before they were injured further. And this Tabaxi could not make it in time to go with y'all. And you all arrived at this unknown area um, of this very unusual large kingdom. Um, and before y'all could even realize where you're at or what's going on, that was where we left off. So where we are at now, um, you all have the portal was about maybe 5 or 10 feet or so off from the ground. So when you all got there, I'll go ahead and have everybody just roll me a little dexterity saving throw.
No.
No. No.
14.
20.
And what'd you get, Tyler?
14.
So nobody got below a 10.
Nope.
So
Is 5 below 10?
yeah, it is below 10. And Denta got 11. So Riftwood rolled a 5. Riftwood, you smack face first onto this stone platform. This what looks like some type of like maybe um stonework masonry that's just like looks like maybe like a castle or some sort. You plop like Looney Tune style onto this. You don't take any damage, but you just plop. And Delpini and Zagrin, you all manage to kind of catch yourselves. Denta catches himself, and what you all see, I believe it's the last image that I uploaded, but I can upload it again if y'all would like me to, of the kingdom that y'all see. It is dark. You all have a very pretty view of the sky. The stars are out. You see what looks like a very large moon, perhaps maybe larger than what you'd expect a moon to comfortably be close to you planet wise. It's like, okay, well, is this like dangerously close to us? It's hard to say, it's hard to tell. And then the big old kingdom in front of you, it's quite a bit of a ways away. This platform that you all are on is kind of like a bridge, but the difference is that there's nothing behind you all. It just looks like there's this endless void. Um, the bridge is it's about 40 feet wide, and in front of you, you see several undead walking in a straight line towards the kingdom. You see one or two um, kind of like vendors, I'll say vendors, and then you see one or two individuals with like parchment, like what looks like maybe a clipboard, taking inventory, and that's what you see. And what do you all do?
I wish to assess if the robot is okay.
Okay, so you go over to Riftwood. Riftwood, you've plopped. It's kind of like on The Mask when Jim Carrey like falls from the building and he's like a pancake.
I've seen plopped.
Plop.
Ow. I think that hurt.
Oh god, it broke your speech vortex. It's
Yeah.
fine, we'll fix it.
In about 37 minutes.
The time is now.
My
Sound off,
detective
everyone's
leaving.
still alive. Well, that's a good question.
Yeah. I can't do it. I was making fun of a thing.
Let me tell you the memories of my people.
Are you playing Marvel Snap in my flashback?
Okay, can we help him up?
Yep. Yeah. So you all go ahead and help him up.
I don't get up myself. I just wait for someone to pick me
Right, you're just
up.
waiting there, right?
Yeah. If y'all want to try to help him up, if you just try to get up by yourself or
As they
No,
pick me up.
we'll do it.
Wee!
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why did you whisper that in my ear?
Because you like it.
I just want an explanation. I didn't say I didn't like it.
Because I like it.
Oh, very well. Holds his hand out to shake
Real
it.
So Denta stands up and he looks over at one of the edges. And as he looks over, he looks over, he's like, guys, I don't know where we're at. Where are we at?
Got about fucking Forrest Gump.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
did that. I forgot.
Yeah.
Can I roll a history or an investigation or something of that nature?
Yeah, you can roll whichever. What are you rolling for?
History. Figure out where we're at.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll whichever one you want, whichever's highest, or
Well,
go for it.
history says I have advantage, so I'm gonna roll that one.
Ooh, yes, sir.
And it's a +3, where the other ones don't have so many pluses. I'm dumb. I'm also dumb because apparently the dice just smacked each other. It's a 13.
Okay, it's a 13. So you pretty quickly you come to a realization that you know this place, but maybe you didn't quite think it was true. It may be that like you're kind of questioning it, but you come to your mind that there was this. You're looking at the undead, you're looking at the kingdom, and you remember a story of a place called the Nebis Regna.
Well, we've slipped somehow into a fairy tale.
What does the ground look like? Is it like paved with gold?
Actually, Blake, if you want to go ahead and the second map that I sent you, the one that I said in just in case,
Yeah,
that'll
I
be
can
the
load
one
that.
that's the one that you guys are at, and we can use that as like more reference of what this looks like for you. But it is stone. It's it's gray, like rubble that's cemented together. What you thinking?
Nothing.
Are you in El Dorado?
Nothing at all.
Are we in El Dorado, the city of gold?
Stabbing
So
at the ground, trying to scrape flakes off of it.
All right, Tom, are we at the top or the bottom? I just kind of moved the
bottom.
stuff down there. We're at the
Yeah,
bottom?
we're at the
Okay.
bottom. That's where we all have plopped.
Move him over
Oh,
here
sorry.
because I don't know him.
I don't know why that's my word. I don't know if I gravitate to one word or not all
What's
the
your
time.
word of the day, Tom?
That's because this morning he took a massive flop, and that's just all he thinks about now. Respect, Tom.
Do we see anybody?
Yes. So what you see is a couple dozen undead. Just again, they're walking straight in a straight line. They don't look like they are endangering anything. You do see a halfling, who has a clipboard, who's taking notes. And I'm gonna send that picture right now of what they look like.
You didn't give
You
me this
see,
information, Tom.
you see this guy, with a clipboard, just taking notes. He has not yet noticed you yet.
Hmm. Is there like a massive crowd moving through at once, or is there a crowd coming to push through?
So there are areas of the crowd. It's a pretty long bridge overall. but there are chunks of just a lot of undead. Um, right now you all are at the end of it. So there's maybe one or two that are maybe about 20 feet in front of you. And then in front of them is a good chunk of them, another several dozen, and then you see a couple vendors on each side of the bridge.
How far is the halfling?
Um, he is about 15, 20 feet from you. We'll say 20 feet.
Oh, so he's always down here. Okay, cool. I'm bringing him back.
So is
There you go.
does it seem like he's like some groups are just able to like conglomerate and go past him as he's trying to check people off?
Yeah, so he's not able to keep up with everybody. So he is definitely occupied with the inventory counting, and it looks
Oh,
like
he's
you,
counting inventory, not people.
he well, that's the thing. The undead are the inventory.
Oh, you sly fuck. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll see you on the other side. Oh. Just gonna wedge myself into a group.
Okay, into a group of undead.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I might have you just do a fun little stealth check on that.
What a fun one. That's a 21.
Nice. So
One day
so
one.
not even the undead are making any like noises from you, like trying to like cruise around them. Um, so right now this little halfling is still taking just a head count. He's doing his best. And then Zagrid and Zopini, do you all want to follow him, or is there anything that you all want to do where you all are at right now, or
Well, as much as I would like to smite all the undead, that's a lot. And just action economy states that this would not go well for me. So I too will try to mingle in with the abominations.
I'm
okay,
sure. I guess I might as well too.
okay,
Be weird if I'm
and
just like, hey, everybody.
Hey,
Oh,
they aren't dead. Hey, sir.
so so as y'all do that, Denta doesn't quite realize that y'all are doing that. So he's still just looking at the edge and he's looking around. He realizes that y'all are doing that, and he starts making like motion like, "Hey, where y'all going? What's going on?"
I'm ignoring him.
Yeah.
In that commotion, he gets the halfling's attention.
Oh, fucking.
So the half the halfling comes up there and he's like, "Hey, what can I do for you? Hey, what's going on there? Hey," and he looks over and he sees Denta. Well, how'd you get in there, buddy? Oh, I don't know. I just fell through the portal. But who'd you talk to? Who let you in? Uh, I well, he's looking for you guys, and he can't. We'll roll for perception. It's an 11, so he can't see any of y'all. Well, I came here with a couple of people. Uh, we saw a necromancer named Zon. He let us in. Oh, Zon let you in? All right, go. You're good. Go. I'm Kropog, by the way. Oh, I'm Denta. And Kropog just lets Denta go. So he just continues doing the inventory counting of the undead. And after a few more seconds, another portal where you all were opens up. Um, it kind of sounds like a like kind of like a thunder, like boom boom boom, and it's like it opens up, and then you just like mm, it just opens up with a bunch of other undead. They just plop
Oh,
down.
thought you were working the road back in here. It's a cute
I did.
lady.
I used the word again. So a bunch
Choo
of
choo.
undead fall out of the hole on top of each other. Oh, it's a busy day today. And he just like he opens up another piece of paper and he's just trying to
Just
take count.
plops that piece of paper down.
He- so you all are currently masked through the undead. Um, I'm gonna let's see here. I want to have y'all have all three of y'all roll perception for me.
Oh, the 1-day-1.
10.
18.
Okay. So this actually makes a lot of sense now that I think about it, Mike, that you rolled low on this. So Dilpini and Zagrin, you both smell some
How bad?
really no, you smell of really good food from where you all are at. You all are getting close to these vendors, and you get a smell of just some amazing smelling food, very savory, kind of hearty, herby smell. As y'all are walking, y'all do anything?
um, can we see like where these undead are going? Like, can we actually see their destination, or is it just kind of an endless line?
So you see the destination. So on the map, that final area is just a big old line of them going into the kingdom in a single file line. Um, so on the top half of the map, the traffic starts to slow down because they're reaching to a point where they're getting all the undead checked in.
Mhm.
But on the left and the right, you see what you see what look are like living creatures, living beings, that are in various stores and shops, or they're you don't know what they're doing, but you know
How
that
many you want, Tom?
huh
Said, how many you want?
the undead.
I got your undead right there.
I guess if you want to make them a little bit bigger, we can have them represent like one little thing represent 12. Okay, so you got that. um,
Oh, you want to okay.
yeah, if you want to make them just like maybe a 2x2, yeah.
I got you, buddy. You keep going.
Okay. But you get the impression that the first little huts that you all are crossing are these food stands, that are just making really good food. So if y'all catch that smell, you're walking to the pace of the undead, and at this moment, for the time being, you all are unseen.
Okay, are we passing these vendors like as we go?
You sure?
Well, I would assume we'd want to stay unseen since we're already hiding. Can I look and see what I can observe about them, like who's manning these
Yeah.
stations?
So I'm gonna have you do another stealth roll to try to observe it while stealthing.
Okay. 13.
So you see what looks like a half elf with a big walk, um
He's got long
and
legs.
it's, damn it. With a big walk and ladle, just kind of like tossing what looks like a stir fry of rice and different meats. And this huge head of steam is just coming off of it, and he's just cooking it all happily. And um, it looks like it's not for the undead. It looks like it could potentially be for civilians or employees or others. But that you see on the right of the bridge, that's what you see, and he's doing it kind of happily. He doesn't look like he's miserable, but it makes a very large sizzling noise when he does it. So that's what you notice, from your review of that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave well enough alone, I think. I'm not gonna be the one to break us out of our stealth.
Okay. Anything you want to do, Dilpini?
I'm famished. I'm gonna go get something to
Okay.
eat.
So you break formation. Now yours is on the do you want to so left or right, whichever one, left or right.
What's to the left?
Left is like a skewer kebab kind of vendor. The other
Oh,
one is the
yeah, I'm
stir fry.
there.
Okay, it's skewer kebab.
Give me the kibibbles.
Kibibbles. Alrighty. So you break free and you see this figure. You know, they've got they're pulling them off the heat, and it looks like a looks like human. You're just kind of getting them off, and they're putting those. They're like, "Are you hungry?
I could eat a lot.
All right. Well, I guess I better cook a lot." He starts putting more in the oven, and he's like, "Take any that you want." He pulls like chicken, steak, and he's not asking you for any coin.
Well, I will take a total of 9 skewers.
Okay. Oh, you got your appetite.
Aye, I've got friends that would also have an appetite.
Oh, really? They're with you? I don't see anybody.
Oh, you know how it is. We're just keeping an eye on the undead Mentis.
Well, welcome to Tenebis Regna. Who brought you here?
So this is the kingdom of the necromancers.
Yes, it is. So you've heard of it?
Old stories. I haven't
Oh,
visited before, if that's what you're asking.
oh, more than a story. It's amazing. It's a great place.
Visit.
Absolutely. Was born and raised here.
You've ever been inside the kingdom?
Oh, I've been inside the kingdom plenty of times. My job's out here to feed the ones that are added to the kingdom that are not undead. Sometimes people from different worlds, they become civilians. Maybe they're not born here, but they're brought here.
I see, I see. And how do you unbring yourself here?
Oh, this here's a one-way ticket. Once you get to that kingdom, it's your home.
Hmm. Hmm. I see. And if you were to topple the kingdom, how long would that take?
You serious?
No, of course not. That would be utterly ridiculous. But if we were to speculate,
Well, it's it's been attempted. People have tried, and people have died. But you see, you'll come to find out that this wonderful kingdom's held by 5 necromancers. And he holds up his hand and like very distinctively, it's like 5 great necromancers.
mm.
You'll get to meet them eventually.
Oh, good. I intend to.
Oh, what you
All right.
looking?
Well, thank you very much, random shopkeep.
Well, at least let me get your name.
Um, Zagreus.
Zagreus?
Yeah.
Zagreus Zagreus, I'm Isleta. I'm one of the cooks here.
Well, I'm not gonna contact about your day job. Some people just have to slaughter their way across the world. I respect it.
You scared me a little bit there, Zagreus.
I scare myself.
Well, hope the crowd doesn't get in your way.
Go in peace, stranger.
Alrighty. He keeps cooking more and more.
The day of the undead reckoning will come. I'll make my
um,
way back to the group. I'm gonna pass out the skewers.
so Riffwood. Anything in particular you're doing as you're continuously walking?
Do I notice homeboy Delpini separate from the pack?
Sure do.
Oh, I'm just gonna like stop hustling and bustling, and I'm just gonna like watch him like interact with the vendor with like no.
Okay. So you're not really like you're just watching while
Just
hiding
stand
in the
completely still, like letting people like bump into me as I
Oh,
walk because I was in the middle of a
okay.
crowd, so just like, like,
Sure.
oh, what's he doing?
Like an all stop at a convention, just
Yeah.
You
right in the middle.
right there, and there are some undead that start to falter. They fall in front of you, and they like and they fall. And then more undead trip over them. Next thing you know, after a few seconds, you've got a little pile of undead in front of you, just falling over.
Yeah, pay no attention to them whatsoever.
Um, from that pile, you just continue to stand there as he's doing that.
Yeah, I'm just like waiting to see what happens. Just an interaction.
Okay. So the vendor that Delpini was with continues to put on more skewers. Same happily kind of attitude as the one that Zagrin took notice of. Um, you start to hear Denta again trying to reach you guys. Where are you all at? Hello? Hello, anybody there? And he starts slowly making his way to you.
Start looking for the crowd again.
Where'd everybody go? And so Denta is he's not even trying to hide. He's just wandering aimlessly to the front of the bridge where he's kind of like fitting in with the undead. He's going at their pace. He's just looking around, very confused.
He has their
And
intelligence.
and hold on one second here.
Forgot he's a fucking Triton too.
Okay.
I meant to give our last track his name, but I couldn't think of it, so I just went with Zagreus. I remembered it was a Z.
All right. So on the map here,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna say that you all have covered. Let's see here. Let me blow this up.
What?
No, damn it.
Make a real big plop.
I'm gonna try to carefully drag everybody's characters.
You got this, buddy. Well, why is he moving?
Who's he?
That's Coprog.
Okay. So who's this person?
Who
You've
you
been
want to
here.
move, buddy? All right, hold on. Here,
Yeah.
here are the 4 people that are us.
So all 4 of y'all are moving up. We're gonna say 20 feet now.
Okay, so you want us around here.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
this is a big map.
I was trying to see who it was, and then some of them were just a little too smidgy for me. Thanks, sir.
No worries, buddy.
So you walked away from the skewer stand, and
Yeah,
did you
we're
try
good.
to
Oh
did you
yeah,
try
I
to
handed out 3 skewers to both of these gentlemen, even though I know one of them technically doesn't eat.
what do you do with the skewer,
It's just
Riftwood?
politeness.
So much.
Hi, Haley.
Hi.
No, I can't hear anything. You hear me?
Oh,
I want you to know we got very lucky because Canada closes at 10,
yeah.
like 9:50.
950.
Tom, tell her we said hi.
So the only one is
Tom.
fried
Tom,
rice.
tell her we said hi.
Everybody said hi.
Tom. Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
You're good, buddy. I just want to mess with you.
Sorry, we said bye.
Teriyaki chicken and 1 egg roll. And I said, well, that's perfect because I need
Selfish bastards.
fried rice.
Who only does 1 egg roll? They should know better.
You want the egg roll? And I was like,
Yeah.
"You have the egg roll."
They
Yeah,
only
one
had
egg
one
roll.
egg roll.
I love egg rolls.
Got lucky because they closed in 10 minutes before she got there, and I pretty much got the last of what they had, which is what I wanted. So I got lucky. Thank you. So Riftwood and Zagrin get a skewer, and did you get one for Denta?
No,
Oh, I thought you said you got.
I got 9, so it's 3 for each of us. I
That's what's up.
forgot the fish existed.
That's fair. Sorry, Mike. What did you say Riftwood would do with the skewers?
You just sit there and hold them.
It's like a bouquet of flowers.
Are these for
And
you? Am I holding these for you?
Well, I felt bad if I didn't get you something. Give
So
them to the snake. I don't care.
the snake. Look over at Tyler. Do you have a snake?
Not with me.
He does not have a snake with him.
Oh well, that's a shame.
Just gonna like hand them to passerbyers. Here you go.
Fish
Welcome.
fence.
3 gold for food.
I just feel at this point Delpini's gone with Rifflet for so long. He knows he can't eat, but he's still gonna give him food just to see what he does.
Zagrin, when Delpini hands you them delicious skewers, what do you do with them?
Can you remind me of our little trident friend's name?
Denta, yeah, Denta.
Denta.
D-E-N-T-A.
Is he caught up with us?
Vagina
Yeah.
dentatus.
Okay,
He's
I'm
right
gonna.
there.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm gonna fill that. I'm gonna give him one.
Okay. So you break out of the stealth to give him one.
Well, is he close enough to me? Like how?
You just want to pop your hand out of the crowd.
I was like behind. Yeah, it looks like he's diagonal to me. Can I just reach it back, Charlie?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, hey, is that Zagra? Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Where,
You're welcome.
hey, where are we at?
Delpini's just gonna whisper, "He knows your name."
He asked me where we're at. Do I know where we're at? Because I don't think I've.
You have
Yeah.
not heard of this.
Yeah.
I mean, if you would like to, if y'all are genuinely curious, Tyler, Mike, if y'all want to roll a history check to see if y'all have anything on this place, you are welcome to.
Yeah, I'll roll one to see if I can tell him anything. 21.
Okay, you got a 21 and you got 13,
That's
Mike.
exactly
Okay,
where the hell we are.
One
so
day one.
Mike, with a 13, don't really get much of what this place is or where you're at. You get the impression that this is not home. You very much. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Kind of vibe.
Reminds me of
Um,
home.
Tyler, Zagrin, you get the same impression that you are not in Kansas. This is not home. But you also get just this like, as far as his story goes, you just get a bad feeling that when in the years when you were training as a paladin and fighting evil, to always be vigilant when evil is at its heaviest, and you get this feeling of heavy evil.
Okay. Well, so he asked me where we are.
Yeah.
So I'll just turn to him and say, like, somewhere we shouldn't be. Like, be careful.
Yeah, I suppose we better be careful, actually. And he just tries to make himself small while he's eating. Good though. So as you all continue walking, everybody make a perception check for me.
11.
11.
16.
11. I am focused on my skewers.
As you say that, you go out of picture, like you're actually eating something.
I am focused on
What'd you roll again, Blake? I'm sorry.
my 7.
Okay, Mike, you rolled the 16.
11.
Mine was 16.
So where you all are at, it's not too close and like in focus just yet, but as you all are getting close enough, you see a sign that is facing from where you're walking, and it's very similar to like a billboard. Right now, all that you can make out of the lettering on this is "Welcome to Tenebris Regna,"
Oh, it's
in
nice to have a sign.
in big lettering as far as like a greeting sign goes. As you all get closer, you'll obviously more of that sign will come into focus. Um, but as y'all are wandering, the halfling is trying to catch up and looking for more people. Uh, is there more people here? Is there more people? Raise your. I need you to show yourself if you're not an undead, please, please. Please.
Thank you for that.
The Triton Denta Heat steps out of the way.
Yeah.
Hey, Gropog. You said you came with people. I've got
I
to keep
got
track.
to change his token.
You said you came with people. Where are your people at? I got to keep track of this stuff. Well, they're I think they're right here somewhere. I'm gonna have them roll perception again. That was a 1. I don't know where they're at. All right, we gotta find them. We gotta find them. And he just starts rummaging through the undead. He's a halfling, so he's just trying to like push them over. Excuse me, excuse me. I'm gonna have everybody make one more stealth check for me.
You really
Okay.
want to count out this guy.
Hold on. All right, he's here now. Stealth check.
Yeah.
Oof. I have disadvantage on stealth.
Ooh, I got a 4.
I got a 5.
Hey.
I got a 9.
You got a
Gento
9.
rolled
Okay.
a 20.
I got a rock.
He showed himself. He rolled a 20 on being revealed. So as this halfling is rummaging through people, he gets met with Delpini. So he's trying to like wave, and he grabs Delpini's satyr leg.
Can I help you?
Actually, yes, you could help me out quite a bit. How'd you get here?
Your mother.
Well, my mom's not a necromancer. I'm sorry. How did you get here?
Your great, 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 great. Your mother.
We got a funny guy here. Well, where's your buddies at? Are you the only one here with this guy?
Yeah, it's just God, I slipped into the car. I gotta get out of it. Sorry. It's right. It's just me and Vagina Dentatus over there.
My entire torso shifts 180 degrees and faces the opposite direction and just looks away.
His feet are still looking.
It's still going forward.
Alrighty. Well, just make sure you're ready to check in with the dragon dude over there. Thank you. And
What dragon dude?
he the dragon guy, the one that's checking everybody in. Just let him know that you're there to enter. I gave you the okay, and I gave your Triton friend the
How about
okay.
you give them the okay for us?
It's not my job.
Come here, I'm gonna pick him up.
Hey, it's not my job.
We're like I'm like 8 feet tall.
Yep. Hello.
Come on, you're coming with me.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're coming with me. We're gonna go tell the dragon guy that we're cool.
He's just looking at the pile of undead that are like every 5 minutes or so plopping onto the surface. I guess okay. All right. And he just drops the pen and paper. All right, if I could. All right, here we go. All right, here we go.
All right, yeah, I'm taking him with me.
Okay. So he notices Dilpini from the stealth rolls. He didn't notice Zagrin or Riftwood. As you all get closer, you all start to notice this sign. And the sign says, "Welcome to Tenebis Regna, the Undead Kingdom. This might not be your world, but it is now your home. We pride ourselves on rich history, comfortable living, endless entertainment, and most importantly, an emphasis on the friendly undead who work hard for you. We are thrilled to have you." And then on the bottom, it looks like a nice little neat um, send off, and it says Axamon.
Mom.
Axamon.
That's
And
mom.
the sign has a very um, it has a female tiefling that is
Ooh, female
very
tiefling. You said.
female tiefling's kind of like trying to sell the picture where she's smiling and just kind of like has her leg kicked up and pretty face, trying to like sell the place. So you see the sign, that's what it says. At this point, the undead are now at a standstill and they're slowly being checked in. This is where you see the next character that we have here.
It's on me.
I was about to, I was I'm not gonna do that. Oh,
So you see this guy, and next to him you see one of the orcs.
mhm.
Okay, the orcs I already have.
Yeah. So you see one orc, and then you see two of the skeletons. And the only way that you can see them is because the stairs that go up to the kingdom, you see the dragonborn and then the orc and the two skeleton are like guards that are like overseeing the entrance of who comes into the kingdom.
Hold on. Put these assholes up here so I can get to them. Alright. Him, and they're flanked by these assholes. Alright.
So right now,
And I've
the
got
line.
him.
So right now it is you four with Kropog. You said you have him on your shoulders.
I mean, I'm just picked him up.
Okay, so you're just holding him like this.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so he's just like dangling. It's like, yep, that's the entrance. And so there are at this point, it's kind of almost shoulder to shoulder how many undead there are. Um, and they are just being checked in. You notice that that into the kingdom, they're not necessarily going straight into the kingdom, but what they're actually doing is when they go in, they're taking this right and then going into like a downward area. So you get the feeling that they have once they're checked in, they don't necessarily have a straight entrance into the kingdom, but they kind of have their own like right entrance once they get checked in. Anything y'all want to do at this point?
We're still kind of stealthy, aren't we? Me and old Riftwood.
Yes, you two are currently stealthed.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna kind of stay kind of behind Dilpini, but still
Okay.
hiding.
Alrighty. So
Oh yeah,
at
I'm
this
taking this asshole with me.
point, I would say that your all's stealth is probably at its highest. It's pretty hard to see where you all are if you all are trying to lay low already. But currently you have Dilpini and Kropog and Denta, who are, as they are. They are maybe a handful more undead away from meeting the entrance folk. And you all are you all staying the course, staying where you're at, or going in any certain direction?
Um, hmm. Is there like a? I guess my goal will be to try to stay like stealthy and just come in behind them, and while they're talking to those guys, my plan is to try to sneak on in. So I'm
Okay.
just gonna kind of stay that straight line with the undead
Okay.
and move up as much as I can, I guess.
Don't worry, I'll cause a scene.
And are you doing anything in particular, Mike?
No, I'm still with the. I meshed in and with the undead. And I'm just kind of like walking along, but my torso is still spun around, so I'm facing the guy behind me, just holding a stick of meat. Like, would you like some?
um. So after a couple minutes, at this point, you all are able to notice um the billboard is like right there, and almost as if it's designed to be looked at this close up. You would think that looking at a billboard is pretty hard when it's this close, but there's actually some interesting details that you see on this billboard. Um, you see four bullet points under the female tiefling. Um, the entertainment district, the labor district, the historic district, and the residential district. And they all have like a little picture of like what you would think is a semblance of each of them. Like the labor, you see like what looks like a an image of like a nice little factory. The entertainment district, you see what looks like high wire acts and jugglers, and just this little picture like a circle. Um, historic, you see like um, a big old like statue, kind of like a monument. And then the last one, residential, you just see some homes. But that's the last detail that this billboard shows. I didn't want y'all to roll for perception at this point because it's a pretty huge fucking billboard. You can see everything. Um, but you all start to hear um this dragonborn um where he's at. It's a heavy day today. Heavy day. And then the skeletons and the orc are just kind of like standing still, and the undead are slowly going through. Um, at this point, he notices, hmm, Crowpog? Hey, what's going on, Pisani? Yep, it's me. Crowpog, what's going on? And he sees Delpini and Dento. Excuse me, are you the leader of this kingdom? No, I'm just I just make sure the undead come in. Uh, can I? Who let you in?
Hey there, he
Apparent,
said we could go here.
apparently Zon let them in. I don't know. You know Zon, he's crazy. Um, Gropog, I don't know if you know this, but we just got word that Zon's dead.
Yeah,
Oh no.
isn't that how that works?
I don't know. It depends.
I mean, aren't they all dead?
Well, the necromancers aren't supposed to die.
Isn't that how a necromancer works? To become a lich? Maybe he's ascended.
Is there something you're trying to tell me there, Satyr?
Yeah, he's fucking ascended and he sent us here to be his heralds. And you're in the way.
He looks over at his like skeletons and orcs, like, all right, stop, stop. Stop! And he stops the undead right where they're at.
I just run right into some guy because I can't see shit. Boom. It appears we've
Kropok said we
stopped.
were cool.
Walking.
I'm gonna kiss the undead guy behind me on the mouth as he bumps into me. Oh no. Thought my first time would be special.
Balls,
Um,
this is your first time.
it is it is worth just double checking. Does Riftwood just continue walking, or does he
He kept
halt?
walking until he bumped into someone because he can't see where he's going. He's just moving with the crowd, but his
Okay.
torso is facing backwards.
So at this moment, the halt is so aggressive that some of the undead just kind of fall over. Um, at this moment, Riftwood and Zagran are still hidden. Um, this Dragonborn's attention is very much on Delpini,
Told you
Kropog,
I'd make a scene.
Crowpog, let Crowpog down.
Why?
Don't hurt him. I
I'm
won't hurt
not. I'm just asking questions.
you. He did not ask to be picked up. I'm assuming that he
You
did
don't
not.
know that. You weren't there.
He was not like, "Hey, stranger, pick me up."
It's
Okay,
exactly what he said.
no, you're being difficult.
You're being difficult. You weren't there.
Are we still playing D&D?
He walks up to you. This Dragonborn does. So he's about maybe 5 feet from you. I said, "Let down my friend." Okay,
And he didn't say you were friends. He said you were acquaintances.
Crowpog, would you like to be put down? I very much would like to be put down. Thank you. And he's going to try to take him out of your hand.
Oh, you can have him.
Okay. All right, gotcha. Oh, thank God! Thank goodness. He just starts kind of like scuttling back to his post.
He says, "Thank God," do like half the undead, like
Oh, their kill word.
Powered kill.
I'm just standing in a pile of undead. Oh no, what happened?
Trying to get comfy.
Good luck.
So, Dragonborn, Blake starts asking you questions. What do you know about Zon?
He's. Do you want the real answer, or do you want what I should tell you?
How about we just be honest with ourselves here?
Excellent. He was a piece of shit, and I'm glad he's dead.
That's what I thought.
But we made a deal.
Oh. Okay, go on.
He didn't bother us. We didn't bother him for a certain amount of time.
And then he ended up dead.
Not there for that part.
He looks over at the Triton. What do you know about the situation? I, well, like I told our buddies here, he was having some kind of conversation with people in his little hideout. I didn't know he died. I'm sorry for your loss there. Now see this guy. He looks back at the Peony. This guy ain't fucking lying to me. But you're hiding something from me.
Oh, I'm hiding a lot, but to be fair, isn't that the way of the trade?
He starts looking around. He's just kind of like, almost like he's smelling. There's more of you here, aren't there?
Metagaming.
That's just,
Well, there's me, there's the fish, and then you let go of my little shield. He ran off somewhere.
if I find out that you were the one that killed Zon, it's over.
Oh, why? Because now the 5's become a 4?
Oh, but he wasn't a 5.
Oh, well then what the fuck do you care?
I don't know if you've realized this, but our undead, people around us, the kind of how we thrive. The necromancers,
So then wouldn't you be happy that he's dead? Because then you thrive on him?
the undead are what keep this kingdom going. But you'll learn that soon enough.
Yeah, we can't leave, right? So then why are you stopping me?
I guess I have no reason to.
Well, good. I'm glad we had this conversation. Hey, how mad would you be if the 5 did become a 4?
That'd be a pretty big deal. We would have heard about that.
I'm just checking. You'll hear about it.
Mm. And that, after you say that, he pulls out. He starts like he puts a grip on his weapon.
As he grabs his weapon and stares into your eyes.
Um. So yeah, he pulls out a short sword. I
Oh,
don't
that's
think you're.
pretty.
I don't think you're going in.
So what am I gonna do? Just sit out here with you? I really would rather not.
He's gonna go for a punch.
Bring it.
Alrighty. See here. Clickety clackety. Roll for attackety.
We are still playing D&D, right?
Yeah. I presume Riftwood and Zagran are just kind of listening in because you can hear from where you're at.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
listening in.
Yeah. And let's see here. Ooh, he rolled a 4.
Not gonna move. I'm just gonna let that go wide.
um.
Oh
So he.
no! Stop.
Oh no. So he goes for he misses. Um. And he takes a big sigh and a little bit of like sparks or embers coming out of his breath. And then I'm gonna need Blake to roll for initiative.
You got it. 15.
15. He rolls a 13. And let's see here.
As I hear his sword in his sheath, I'm just gonna be talking to the guy behind me. He does this all the time.
He's a really good guy.
I know you said no before. Would you like some of this meat? I'm gonna like start moving it towards his mouth.
Okay. Alrighty. So he goes for the attack. He misses. Um, and then it is your turn. What do you like to do?
I want to headbutt him first.
Okay.
He started it.
Is Forrest Gump fighting too?
Yeah. We'll put it on.
It's a 20.
It absolutely hits.
All right,
The
that's just
cat was
it's just
shocked by that 20.
it's just 3 because it's just 1 plus my strength mod. I
Okay.
literally just headbutted him.
Alright. So he takes that headbutt. Um. So there's not very much space, but in just that little bit, it doesn't do anything to like the crowd of the undead. Um. But he does take 3 damage. Is there anything that you want to do when on your turn?
No, I'm not gonna try to make this a full on fight yet unless he really wants to.
Okay.
But it's very much just a like headbutt when he goes to miss.
Um.
Just
So
on purpose.
he he takes that headbutt and he kind of says real quickly, "No, no, you fucked up your ability to go in." And he he gets ready for like a breath attack, and he's gonna go for a just a regular fire breathing attack.
Okay.
And let's see here.
So he wants me to kill him. That's fine.
Hmm. So this is a 15-foot cone.
How many of the undead does he get in?
I know, right? We're about to find out.
Because I want the undead to attack him. I'm just gonna walk away.
Let's
What a
see
peculiar
here.
tale, Tyler.
That's the dragon. Furry.
So you need to make a DC saving throw of 11.
Let's see.
DC Dex?
A dex saving throw of 11, and so
Dex
does
saving throw of 11. Okay. Well, you said DC, but I was just
Sorry.
double checking. No, you're good. That's a 25.
So he comes back from that headbutt, and he just angrily shoots out a cone of flame, and he misses both you and Denta, but he smokes about 6 undead, and um, the undead are at this point they're already not like in the best shape, so they do take a severe amount of damage, and some of them just kind of fall to the ground, and one of them slinks off the side into like the abyss below.
Oh, your boss is really not going to be happy with that.
I don't give a fuck. You are not getting in. I'm trying to do angry. I gotta dig deep for that angry.
It's all
Just
right, buddy. We
pretend.
appreciate
Just pretend that Blake is giving you a lot of shit in D&D. That'll really set you off.
it.
Um, Now he gives a nod to one of the skeletons that are manning the post. So this skeleton that you saw the picture of, he has just a regular short sword. He's just going to go for an attack on Dilpini, and he rolls 17.
17 hits.
Okay, and you take 3 slashing damage. Is slashing a thing, or is it piercing?
Slashing.
Slashing.
For a sword, it'd be slashing.
So after this skeleton goes for a hit, Denta, it's then his turn. You leave my buddy alone. And he goes in for like a charge and tries to like go for the skeleton. And he hits the skeleton. And he does 6 damage to the skeleton. So he has like this bone sword that he goes in and tries to like stab it on into the bones, and the skeleton just kind of like reeks. The skeleton just kind of goes and coils back. Beanie. And at this point, I'll go ahead and see Zagrin. Do you want to remain hidden?
No. It seems like things are popping off. I think I'd like to. Am I close enough to run up there and get a swing on or something?
You sure can.
Well, I would like to do that. Let's see. Seeing how this is laid out, am I able to attack either one, or will I have enough room, or how's it work?
You have enough room for either the skeleton or the dragonborn.
Yeah, you've got at least 30 feet of movement at minimum. You should be able to get to either one.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna run up and take a swing on what seems like the bigger threat, the dragonborn.
Okay. Go for it.
I'll move. Kind of pop out of the undead. Okay. So dumb question, since it's been like a little bit. What do I need to roll on that?
So on your character sheet, if you go to actions, it should have your weapon, and next to it is a hit DC with a plus. If you click on that, that'll be the D20 plus what you got to.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So 25.
It absolutely hits. And was this with your greatsword?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go. So then the damage one should be the one next to it. So if you just click that, it should roll all your damage die.
Okay. Okay, it says undefined and 6. It doesn't roll anything though. Is that normal? Or
You broke it.
Let me see.
It just says like 6 bludgeoning. Oh, that is unarmed. Oh, my bad.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. So it may have just been an unarmed strike. So with your the damage, it should be like 1d8 or 1d6 or something like that,
Yeah,
plus whatever.
hold on. Let me look at your character. You should be inside something I've got built.
And if you are interested in current price,
I think I apologize.
You're good,
You're
buddy.
fine. No worries. I
Have
can't
you
get over.
equipped your gear?
Let me see. I guess not. I thought I had.
Okay, so click on inventory and then just make sure that where your gear's at, like all your stuff, that you click inside the square so that it equips it to you.
Okay. Got it. My bad.
Oh, no
You're
worries.
good, buddy. That just means that you probably have a much more higher everything than you thought you did.
Okay. Let me try that again.
Now this is pod racing.
Okay, now it's showing up. Okay, so yeah, I'll use the great sword and do the hit DC thing again.
I mean,
Okay.
you hit. Just roll your damage. A
Okay.
25 will hit no matter what you hit it with.
21 it says.
21 damage.
Yep. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong.
Oh,
15. Sorry.
damage 15 still really good.
15's great. Fuck him up, Steve Dave.
Okay. So you go into him with the big old blade, and it's a big chunk. He responds that way, man. You bury that blade, and then he's like, oh, and he just like the go-to noises there, and Riftwood. So I don't know if your head is still making out with a zombie behind you. That's the reason why I had Zagrin go first on that one. Do you want to remain in stealth, good sir?
Sorry, me.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
really distracted by a hardcore cringe video. At the same time, I got a message on Discord. I was like, wait, here we go. Yeah. No, no. We are close enough. You said to make it to them, like movement wise.
Correct. You are correct.
Okay, so
It's a
I'm gonna.
fucking
Huh?
it's a fucking Denny's menu of options for you.
All right, so I'm gonna walk my way, pushing past. But actually, before I do, my head's gonna swivel around this way. So
Yeah.
my torso and arms are still backwards. My legs and head are still going the right way. Hey, excuse me. Hello, 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 and just gets on a loop on his way up to the front.
Oh my
But,
god, he's stuck in a loop and they're an idiot.
and I'm gonna be going up to the Dragonborn. This all could have been avoided if you had asked why we were here, instead of actually who he is. I don't understand why you need to attack my entourage, but here we are.
he tries to stand back up from the hit from Zagrin.
I'm gonna try and help him up. I'm good. Come on, but my arms are backwards, so they're all janked.
Who the who the fuck are you?
Don's replacement.
Oh. And no, you're not.
Who better to replace someone than somebody who can't die?
Your logic is not wrong.
Oh, but are these? I'm gonna swivel my body around and show him the shards in the glove.
Hmm.
Yeah.
At that point, like there's a picture that's coming to clear view of what he's been thinking. I heard they couldn't find his stone,
Well,
but there it
because he
is.
gave it to me.
He sure did, didn't he?
Anyway, um, sorry, I got distracted feeding. I'm gonna like extend my knees a little bit. That one was so hungry, he wouldn't eat toddlers. Am I right?
Listen, necromancers are important to this kingdom. The undead are important to this kingdom. They are the ones who work. They are the ones who make the kingdom go round. The necromancers, we respect them. We stay out of their way. They stay out of our way. But you can't be killing an apprentice necromancer and slamming his stone into your hand.
Who said anything about that? I don't believe we've killed any undead. However, I'm gonna like gesture at the like flambéed bodies of the undead that he caused. This doesn't look good.
Fuck. Okay. Yep. You got me. What do you want?
How about you just point us in the direction that we need to go, so that way I can get on with my job and you can get back to yours.
Alrighty. And he
Orc
gets
saying
back up.
alrighty. Or a dragonborn fuck.
Yeah. Alrighty. Okie dokie. um so the dragonborn gets back up and he just kind of looks at I think the only person I think he sees everybody now. My name's Pisani. I'm the one who
It's on
checks
me?
in. Pisani.
What a
I'm
weird
the one who
accent you have.
Pisani. They named me.
I,
After what they like to do at a at a concert.
at a funeral?
It, I didn't pick the damn name.
Was your father a rapper?
Listen, my name is Pisani. I'm the one who takes inventory of the undead that come in here. We get them checked in. Let me show you what you're getting into here. And he kind of the orc and the other skeleton kind of take over his duty and just kind of like they make sure the undead are going into the right direction. But he shows you kind of like the main entrance. And do any of y'all follow him, or as he's showing you all where the main entrance is, y'all do anything?
Yeah. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Follow
Okay.
him.
I'm gonna, yeah, follow too.
I'm gonna kick the undead that hit me as I walk and follow him.
I'm gonna get my charger. My laptop's about to die.
Take a 5.
Take a
Yeah, we're
5.
going. We're going to do the top take. So, as the group follow Pisani to the main entrance, what you see is a very hustle and bustle type of crowd. You see a what seems to be like a very normal kingdom environment. Um, the it's worth noting that it's dark. There's not this bright sun that is out. The town is lit pretty well with orange and red flames alongside all the buildings. You see people just going about their ways. Not too far from where you're at, you can hear applause happening. I'm not sure what the applause is for, but you see people um, coming in and out of buildings with various goods. Um, You see a very small amount of undead in this area. If anything, they look like they're doing mundane tasks. And Pisani looks at you and says, "Welcome to Tenebis Regna, the Undead Kingdom. Just down that way is the entertainment district. I'm sure there's a lot of good stuff for y'all down there."
Thank
He
you.
kind of, "You're welcome. Um, I feel like I need to preface the importance here that let's just keep the whole burnt undead thing under wraps, and I'll I didn't see you all come in. How about that?"
No. Goodbye.
What? You just walk off.
Yeah.
He just stands there. He's like, what? Oh man. Denta looks over at you, Delpini. Did you say that this was a fairy tale of some sort?
One I've heard of in stories before. This is the kingdom of the undead.
Kingdom of the Undead. There's not very much water around here.
Aye, there's not. Either you're born into the kingdom or you're abducted to it.
I don't want to be adopted. I just kind of want to go home.
Well, I feel the best way to do so is to remove the necromancers from power and then walk out of here.
Didn't you read the sign? This is your home. Now.
This is the ride.
Do y'all really just want to live here, though? I mean,
Only when all the undead abominations have been removed from this plane of existence. Or, we found like a door. I'm fine with that.
Sounds like a yes to me.
I didn't see if there's somebody here that has like a map of some sort. Then I guess. And Denta just kind of like walks off and starts asking people for like a map, something that kind of gives direction of where y'all are at.
We walk fast
Um,
now.
um. So I would say, Blake, this is where that first map I gave you would be kind of an indicator of where y'all are at now.
You got it, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. There you go. New map. We'll go ahead and toss our tokens in, and you place them where you deem them necessary.
Okay.
There you go.
Alrighty. And I was gonna say the top might be where we start, but yeah, I'll move y'all to the top.
Whee!
And we're gonna say that our Triton buddy is talking to somebody right here. Now, while you all may not know immediately what um or where you all are at, I'll give you all some idea so that way y'all can kind of have a little bit of idea of where you want to go or what points of interest you might be interested in. But as of right now, the entertainment district has what looks like you all as you all kind of get closer and closer, you can kind of see a bit of the applause where you hear it. And then you see in a couple of these houses or these taverns, there looks to be some various activities. Y'all can't really tell what's in what, but if you all decide where or what you all want to do, we will then go from there. But as you all slowly go into this area, it feels like the action of this kingdom is very front loaded. There's a lot to take in as far as like grandiose. It's like when you go into freaking Pigeon Forge for the first time, kind of vibe. Um, is there anything that y'all would like to do?
I guess look around and see what all is going on here.
Okay. What about you, Zagrin?
Yeah, I think kind of the same. Notice if there's, you know, any how busy this place is and what's going on,
Okay.
what booth and shit.
Alrighty. Anything in particular you want to do, Riftwood?
No, I'm just vibing, hanging out.
Okay. So as you all pass, um, Denta, I'm moving your characters to the right hand side here. So this building right here that you all see, um, to your right, you as you get closer to the door, there's a lot of a commotion. It kind of feels like a tavern, but you notice that there is a lot of clicking and clacking. It looks like there's, you can kind of see from the door that there's chips on a table, like poker chips. You see that people are like hooping and hollering, and you know there's random instances of cheer, and it looks like there's a person who is like doing what looks like a card motion. Um, but you see that this is the on the entrance of the tavern. This has a name called Gambler's Grave. And if you all have an interest in going into this area, we can go in, or if y'all want to continue seeing what else is here, we can move forward.
I'm gonna walk up to one of the people at the table.
Okay, so you go into the tavern.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Hello. I'm your new leader now. Where can I find the other leaders?
There's this table that just stops doing what they're doing. They're looking at you. You're new from are you new here?
Yes, hello. I can't wait for you to serve me. Where are the chairs for those of us?
This table is like speechless. They like the everybody's still doing their thing, but this one table, and you can see they're dealing out what looks like playing cards. They're not dealing their cards. They're just looking, and they're in shock. But none of them say anything to you.
Perhaps you did not hear me. And I'm gonna hold the gauntlet up that's got the stones in it. I said I'm looking for where I need to go. I know you can't see it, but I am smiling emotionally if I had emotions.
Oh, and then the guy who's shuffling out cards. Excuse us, excuse us. Who the hell are you? Where did you get those?
I'm Zon's replacement. I'm new around here.
Hmm. Okay. One moment. Stay right here. One moment. Okay. I'll be right back.
I'm leaving in 10 seconds. 9,
And
8,
this guy, he
7.
just runs to the back where there's like what looks like there's stairs that go to an upward area. And he's just fast walking to that area and goes up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.
At this moment, Denta comes for Dilpini and Zagrin. Sorry, one second. Let me grab the hand. Hey guys, I
My,
found us a map. I found us a map here for the entertainment district. Look, they got the Risen Rest Tavern. They got the Fight Cage. apparently they got that people like to fight in cages. I didn't know that. The carnarium, that's probably where the people are cheering at. He just kind of continues talking, and you see like a little just the entertainment district map. It kind of gives you the bullet points of Gambler's Grave, Fight Cage, Risen Rest Tavern, and the Carnarium are kind of like the four big hubs on this map. I don't have a map to put in chat for this one, um, but I'll likely have one gradually for y'all on all the districts.
I'm prepared.
I know, shame, losing my touch. Because eventually, you're all gonna catch on that I'm not the good DM.
You're
Yeah,
doing
but
great, buddy.
I'm just a little lost as to why we're here.
Yeah. How we got here, what our goal is. Can I just kill the necromancers? We got work to do.
Unless this is just that your sandbox for us, and if that's the case, I'm just gonna have fun with it, like I have
Yeah,
been. Which is what I got the idea of, is that this is just a sandbox and you're letting us play in it.
yeah. So this is very much a large scale like y'all are entering the area. As far as what the motivation is, if you all have if y'all want to assess the situation, I think Delpina mentioned he's like you just got to take out these necromancers. I mean that is very much a goal. If the goal is to get back, or if the goal is to find out more about this place, um, there is something unique ultimately that you're going to discover in each area. That you very much are going to piece together. But yeah, this was designed as a sandbox.
Okay, that's 100% gonna be exactly what I wanted to know about everything. Decision making, because I'm like, I don't have a backstory. I don't really know who the fuck my guy is. I'm just rolling with the punches. So let's keep it fucking going. I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna be a new necromancer.
Um, so the people that are
The
still
the
there,
end of this entire campaign is just us having to take out the new necromancers. That is my
Hello, hello, friends. Die.
so the people are that you're creeped out at this table are slowly kind of like taking their chips and getting up. Um, as far as Zagrin and Delpini, you all kind of see Riffwood doing this. Y'all are at the door. Um, is there anything y'all want to go in or do anything?
Yeah, I'll go in. I'll mosey on in and see what he's up to.
Okay.
What you doing, boy?
Um, at this moment, once you get there, Delpini, do you want to stay at the door? Or do you want to go in or explore somewhere
I'll
else?
stay at the door. I'll see how this goes.
Okay, and Denta will stay there with you. Okay. Um, as you go in, Sagrin, you and Riff would make a perception check for me.
Perception.
Yeah.
15.
Okay.
Uh, 3.
You walked in with your eyes closed.
This is a place.
Well, Riff would probably would be deadlocked on like where that dude went.
Yeah.
Um, the stairs. So he's probably like keeping a close eye. Zagrin probably comes in. Is there anything that you want to say to Riffwood?
He's not here right now.
No, I mean,
Leave a message.
sorry, I had to fix the blinds. Shiloh walked past the blinds, and it just left a big, nice crease down the middle that the window was open on. And it's not like I'm sitting here butt naked looking at porn, but I just enjoy my privacy.
Yeah, no, understandable, my man.
That's fair.
I'm walking up to him.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll just say like, find out anything.
One of them ran away. The others are running away a lot slower.
You have that effect on people.
Not you.
Never.
All right, he's
Um,
not coming back. I guess we're leaving.
you do notice from the stairs, it's not the same person, but there's a thump that that comes with each step. Um, I don't know why I'm doing this because it's a gambling hall. Y'all probably can't hear, but what you see coming down the steps, I'm gonna send you a picture. I have this.
Flopping down the steps.
Thump, thump, thump.
One-legged man.
I'm pirate.
See this guy.
Oh, JP Fuckner.
See this guy walking down, and he's very much addressed very differently. There are some similarities to the way that he dressed compared to Zahn, but there's just this different like energy about him, and he's just walking down this cane, his steps, and as he gets down, people start to like look at him and cheer, and there's just this like roaring like JP Faulkner. I dropped my pen, and he's like yes hello hello yes, and he starts walking towards you all, um, and this dragonborn he steps close to you. I heard that you acquired a stone there, eh?
Oh yes, 5 in fact.
He takes his cane and he tries to like pull up he tries to put the cane under your hand and tries to lift it up so he can see a bit better.
Oh no, sir! It's just like just snaps at an angle as the cane just.
Yes, I'd be protective of that too. That's absolutely. Boys, I think you better stay in your lane in this kingdom. My name is JP Faulkner, and I
We
suggest you
had our.
don't. I suggest you don't acquire any more stones in this area. You hear?
Why?
Well, that'd be many problems for you if you did.
Why?
Hmm. Looks over at Delpini and Zagrim. Um, if you continue to mess with our kingdom and our stones and our power, that'll be the end of you. You do not deserve that power, boy.
Just gonna let a little bit of like radiant light emanate from my eyes.
Can we have yours?
He takes the cane. He just holds his hand on him. No, no, not at all.
Please?
Mm-mm.
Can I roll
Sorry,
persuasion?
yeah, you can roll
Yeah.
for disadvantage. Disadvantage though.
14.
Hmm. You know,
Tom's like, wait a minute, fuck.
I do like me a good gamble. What say you this? How's about we fight for it, eh?
I'd rather just have it.
Hmm. No can do there.
Okay, fine. A friendly fight. Shake on it.
Um, at that moment, what he I think he I'm not sure if I have this on this character, but for flavor, he's gonna try to cast like a wraith hand to try to grab the hand that has the shards on it.
No, that's not fair. I want to shake before we fight.
That's my stones there, boy. And
These
then
aren't
he
yours.
uh with his cane, he lifts it and the doors shut, and then he taps the cane on the floor, and he disperses um some type of like gas that chokes out the people behind him in the hall, and they all plop to the ground. And I need all of y'all to roll initiative.
I was gonna try and do something first.
What were you trying to do?
I was gonna just like instead of the handshake, just like go to like put my hand on his chest. Come on,
Okay,
with the extendo hand.
yeah, you can do that.
I want to cast friends.
Cast-
I want to cast Friends.
Okay. Is that? I can't tell if you're serious. What is it?
The cantrip. For the duration, you have advantage on all charisma checks directed towards one creature of your choice that isn't hostile towards you. Oh fuck, never mind. Never mind. I didn't get that far. I didn't read enough.
All right. So Blake, I don't have a map for this one.
You didn't expect me to try and fight the
I
first guy.
listen. I had a map for the streets in case y'all got into like a tussle with someone on the streets. But this is inside, and I made one for where y'all first started out just in case things went south immediately. But I was incorrect on where we would have our first of the 5 scuffles at.
Tom,
Alright,
I didn't
well,
fight anyone there. What do you think I'm gonna do? Go a whole session without trying to start at least one?
So this guy is one of the 5, right?
Is
Okay.
it before you well actually I'll go ahead and have everybody roll their initiative for this. But yes, he is
So
one of the 5.
if we die, like if all of us die, how do our next characters come down here?
We might just spice it up and leave
down a
Tenebris Regna in
token.
the as it is.
Mine's a 12.
23.
Oh dang, you rolled 23 on initiative.
I rolled a nat 20 on initiative.
Oh.
That's where my initiative. That's where my nat 20 is gonna go. I was by the door. You were here. You were with him. He was with me. All right, Tom. Anything else you need in here?
So we have Denta.
Yep.
Okay. That's it.
Okay.
So there's about, I will say just for brevity, there's about a couple dozen what seem to be lifeless patrons.
Well, I'm
Of
not gonna put a couple dozen on here.
I know you're fine. We're
But
not gonna do. We won't
tell
put.
you what. Tell you what I will do. I'll put 2 at a table,
Okay.
and that way, if you need them, you have them available.
Okay. And you said you rolled a 12, Tyler.
There you go.
Yeah, I believe that's what I said.
I believe that's the what I told you.
And then 23 for Delpini.
That's the lie we used to get in here.
And for you, Mike, what was your initiative?
11.
Okay.
Everyone else has started fighting. I'm still holding my hand out, waiting for a handshake.
One moment. And then Denta got the lowest initiative. Okay. One more moment. Appreciate y'all's patience.
I don't know who needs to know this, but Wendy's is launching a caramel apple frosty.
What?
Wow. Don't say
I said it.
that.
Oh, never mind. Just in Canada.
Oh, thank God. Also, fuck Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
I'm about to make my own homebrew.
Caramel apple.
Your own homebrew Tim Hortons?
Yes.
believe we just call that Dunkin' Donuts. Call it a day.
Okay. So Delpini, you are on the top of the initiative. So what you saw was this creature, or this he said his name loud enough. So you see JP um try to summon like an undead hand to rip off the shards from Riftwood's hand, and then and I don't know if you see from your angle, but he did the whole friendship thing. What do you do?
Oh, me? Oh, I
Oh, I
apologize. I
apologize.
thought you were asking him, what does he do? What do I do?
I was
Yeah.
like, this is a lot of dramatic flair. Like,
I apologize. While I am a man of a dramatic flair, this is not it.
Mhm.
Well, I did tell him that my eyes lit up with a radiant flame, and I am going to act upon it.
Yes, sir. I think this is the moment your character's been waiting for
It
a while.
has. I have been prepped and ready for such an inconvenient thing to happen to everyone else. I'm going to move 30 feet,
Okay.
which I have a speed of 35. So I got 5 more if I really want. And I am going to start with a bonus action and enact my Crimson Right.
Ooh.
So, first things first, I got to take a d6 of damage. That's 2. And so I activate the Rite of Dawn. So my weapon sheds a bright light within 20 feet. I have resistance against necrotic.
Mm.
And when I hit an undead creature, it deals an extra d6 points of damage. And all of my damage with my weapon is radiant. And I
Damn.
shall strike this man with a 25 to hit.
It absolutely hits.
Excellent. So that's 12 piercing damage,
Okay. 12 piercing.
and then 2 radiant damage.
So 14 total so far.
Then my second attack is a 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Okay, well, that's where we're at in life. That's fine. I've made my presence known.
Okay. So JP takes this. He sees your what was the ability again? Sorry.
My Crimson Right,
He sees you doing your Crimson Ride.
the Right
You
of the
just
Dawn.
rather Dawn. He feels this presence that you have. You go for the head. And he's like, oh my word, who let such foul creatures in our kingdom?
I feel the right of holy smite.
he
Oh, but
He
I don't.
said
did the thing.
Okay. Trying to figure out what I want JP to do here.
it. She.
877, gosh,
Yes,
no.
no.
All right, so from where he is at, your hand is holding is on his chest. He he takes the cane and he taps the hand, and he's going to use chill touch. So he creates a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range, and it is a ranged spell attack against the creature to assail it with the Chill of the Grave. On a hit, the target takes 2d8 necrotic damage, and it cannot regain hit points until the start of your next turn. So let me roll for that. And let's see here. Trying to make sure I'm reading this ability correct, making sure it's not a saving or a attack roll.
What does it say, buddy? What are you trying to do?
So Chill Touch on Riftwood, and it says on a hit, it says make a ranged spell attack.
Yep, so you're going to make a ranged spell attack. So you're going to use his spell DC,
Okay.
and then it's a d20 plus his spell DC against versus Riftwood's AC.
Okay. Very good. So
So if
18.
he's, yeah, there you go.
Silvery barbs.
You have silvery barbs.
Yeah.
Everyone has silver barbs.
I'm re-rolling that d20 and taking the worst of the two.
Well, you take whatever the new one is.
16.
Oh man. Yeah.
All right, let me get my. Okay, we will get me a d8.
Tom, this is not the time for heroin.
It's my dash bag.
I just heard the zipper and I thought the most about the people I'm around.
Damn it. Should have had a d8 ready. There we
I'll
go.
roll a d8 for you. A 1.
Takes. Well, one of them was, and the other one was a 2. He rolled low.
Good. Very good.
What do you mean good? Yeah, that's not bad. So you take a whopping 3 damage, my dude.
I'm a sorcerer. Help me. It almost killed me.
And then he's gonna use let's see here. That's his action. I don't think he's gonna move away. He's just gonna very pompously like fix his little like get your hand away. You cannot touch me, boy. And that friend. And that is his turn. Zagran, it is your turn with Riftwood on deck.
Okay. And he's like right in front of us, right?
Yeah.
Well, then I would like to take a good swing at him with the great sword.
Okay.
Take that bad boy out.
Go for it.
Let's see. That is just a 10.
10 misses.
Well, I tried
So
again.
with a surprising amount of agility, he misses that attack. Do you have 2 attacks or just 1 attack?
I can do it too. I can do the second one. So go ahead and roll again.
Yeah, if you want to take that second attack, go right ahead.
I'm gonna try it. Let's lunge at him and get a 22.
That hits, my dude.
Let's see the damage. It is 9.
9 damage. Out of curiosity, Mike and Blake, do your all's characters speak Draconic?
Nope. I speak the common tongue and Sylvan.
Okay.
I speak common, halfling, and telepathy.
Oh.
Okay.
Mhm.
So when you do that, Zagran, when you hit him with that, so in Draconic, JP speaks to you. And why are you doing this to your own kind, there, lad?
I don't speak with John. No, I'm
Do you not speak?
No.
What is he saying to me?
I don't even know what the fuck this guy's on about. What?
You know, I
I'm
don't
sorry.
speak Spanish.
You're not.
I don't speak Spanish. Donde está el baño?
I'm just gonna say like,
Yeah.
like that doesn't really mean anything to me. You're a necromancer, and that's not my kind.
Well,
Fuck 'em up.
if your goal is to waste our top dogs, then it will not be well for you, boy. Are you sure that you want to continue this?
Yeah, pretty sure. From where I'm sitting, it looks like it won't be well for you.
I am hurting. I'm just kidding. I am in a lot
Danger.
of pain, yes.
See a tear shed from his eye.
Make a history check for me, Tyler.
Stop trying to seduce him, Thomas.
A history check?
Go way back.
Oh, you sat behind me in third grade.
That is a 12.
12. Alrighty. I was gonna give you a little bit of insight on this character because there is something amongst the Dragonborn, but um nothing really that
No, nothing clicking.
this guy you didn't go to school with this guy.
No.
Um
My brother, cousin, sister, ex group.
is there anything you would like to do, good sir, before we go to Riftwood?
No, I'm pretty good right now.
Okay. Alright, Riftwood's your turn with Denta on deck.
Whee. I look at my hand. Why didn't you just shake my hand? So, I'm gonna do Nether's Mischief, angling it so that JP Fuckboy is the only one that gets hit.
Okay. Alrighty. Turn a couple pages here. So you is it just a regular attack roll?
Um, no, it happens regardless. It's
Okay.
a spell, but you'll have to do something for it. On the Mischievous Surge table, determine the magical effect. Roll again at the start of each of your turns until the spell ends. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that the effect changes each turn.
Oh.
Neat. So, I can't remember how we ruled it. Are we saying that the effect happens immediately to anyone in it? Or do we wait the turn?
Which one?
Nether's Mischief. Says roll on the Mischievous Surge table to determine the magical effect produced. Roll again at the start of each of your turns until the spell ends. The one that's a D4 drops molasses hover in the cube, making it difficult terrain until the start of your next turn. Each
So
creature in the cube.
so once you roll, the effect happens. And then when you roll again at the start of your turn, a new effect happens.
To everyone that's in the cube at the start of my next turn for 1 minute.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a concentration spell. So yeah, the first roll happens on the turn you cast it.
Okay.
And then each subsequent turn you can reactivate.
Right. Be a really, it's a 4. That is difficult terrain until the start of my next turn. Do I have to roll for wild magic?
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
100, right?
Yeah.
$15.
Okay.
15.
And Blake, go ahead.
For the next minute, you regain 5 hit points at the start of each of your turns.
Ooh.
Ah, shit.
Too shabby.
Like you said, you're immune to necrotic damage.
I am resistant, but now I've got double resistance, so yeah, I technically immune.
Okay.
Let's fucking go, satyrs.
Yeah, that's what's I'm interested in, like trying to do this like with that character, like with your character, because it creates this interesting combat obstacle for me.
And can I use meta magic for quicken spell?
Sure, yeah.
So when you cast a spell that has a casting time of 1 action, you expend 2 sorcery points to change the casting time to 1 bonus action.
Oh, yeah.
So check off 2 of these, and I'm going to cast Hold Person.
Hold person, okay.
Oh yeah.
And that is a wisdom save of 15.
His wisdom's not good.
Good.
So he needs to roll a 15 or higher.
Yeah.
10.
Hey, nerd. Get frozen.
So he can't move.
No. Choose a humanoid that you see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. On a success, the spell ends on the target. Welcome to the poll, Natasha. I did not. I no, no. I was trying to
They-
think of the fucking. Damn it.
I'm gonna edit that.
That's gonna be
That's a,
trouble.
yeah, it's a Freudian slip right there.
Not even. I just picked a name
Uh,
because I was reading Nathair's Mischief. I'm like, I'm not gonna say Nathair.
so as you do this, JP's mannerisms change a little bit. Instead of very pompous, he's like, it's like kind of feeling constricted, like, oh, what did you do? Oh, and like his gut figure is like kind of squinching a little bit, like he like a corset or something. Like that's what I'm imagining with whole person is. That's kind of like paralyzing him and holding him, and it's like squeezing him a little bit. So he can't move at all.
No, he's paralyzed.
Okay. Alrighty. Good shit. So now, is there anything else you'd like to do before we go over to our Triton?
I've literally expended everything I can.
Well, shit. So we go over to Denta, and rather than run, he's just gonna kind of like walk. Well, second, sorry. He's going to make his way over there. Hey guys, what's going on? Uh, are we doing another fight here? And as he gets there, he's like, "Oh, fight! Is that another necromancer?" And he's kind of looking over, and he's like, "All right, this is what we're gonna do." He pulls out another fucking like bone blade or something like it looks like a bone. Looks like a short sword, and he goes for an attack, and he just goes for like a gut slice at JP Faulkner. It's a 17 and it hits. He does 7 damage. So you just so he goes between Riftwood and Zagrin. He just goes for a slice at Faulkner. And he's like, "Whoa, I'm getting home. You hear me? I'm getting back home. I'm not. This ain't my home." And that is all he does. We're back to Delpini with JP on deck.
Oh no, I'm gonna attack him again.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he's paralyzed. All like he's on the menu.
He's paralyzed. Well, that's advantage. 22 to hit.
Yes, sir.
That is 11 piercing damage and 5 radiant damage.
Rape damage.
And 5 rape damage.
16 total.
Yeah, and then second attack. That is a 23 to hit
It does hit.
with 8 piercing damage and 5 radiant damage for a total of 13.
13. Oof. So, Mike, with whole person, are we saying that he can't speak as well? Is that the level of paralyzed that it has where he can't really talk?
Paralyzed creature is incapacitated and cannot move or speak. The creature automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Keep that all in mind, boys.
Oh, was my attacks critical?
Yeah.
Well,
With advantage. Oh, it doesn't matter.
let's just say that in that case, I do an extra 4 damage. Don't worry about it.
Oof. Oof, oof, bagoof. Okay. Is there anything you want to do before we get to our wonderful buddy JP over here?
I'm good.
How much damage did you put on him?
That's
Quite a bit.
hold on, let me do the math here.
I'm sorry, Thomas. I did it again.
Oops, I did it again.
30. It's funny to me as someone that has been a DM for Mike so many times as how much he loves combat and how much he just wants to drop a nuke on people. That he is a control wizard, no matter what character he plays,
um
and it is amazing every time.
so you did he did 33 damage on his turn.
How's he
Meatball.
looking?
He's looking bad. He's looking real bad. He's bleeding quite a bit. The between Zagrin, Delpini, and Denta, the slashing damage has been taking it's taking quite a toll on his body. There's a lot of blood on his clothes. Now he can't speak, and if that's the end of your turn, Blake, he's about to do something even more than that.
That is the end of my turn, for I have nothing else to do other than attack twice. Let's see, bonus actions are still. Nope, that's my rights. So yeah, that's what
So
I got.
at the top of his turn, he drops his cane. And at the end of his turn, that is all he does.
He's not going to try and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, does he do that? Or I thought it was continuous.
It is continuous, but he gets the wisdom
Oh.
saving throw on his turn. He has
He
to beat
rolled a
50.
1.
Not me standing by with silvery barbs. Do it again.
Oh, I've got Mage Slayer as a feat, so if he casts any spell next to me, I'm ready.
Yeah, Mage Slayer's really good in this situation. So
Is it
yeah,
fun?
he
I'm gonna fight my necromancers.
is so when he drops the cane, with this effect, he's fully incapacitated. Cane drops on the floor, and that ends his turn. Back to Zagrin with Riftwood on deck.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go in for another hit.
Okay, sir. Go for it. With advantage, Blake?
Yeah, because he's being held.
He's within 5 feet.
Okay.
That too.
Okay, so I'm dumb. What does that mean? Sorry.
Means you get
So-
to roll 2d20s and take the higher number.
And if it's an attack roll, you automatically crit. Yeah, any attack that hits this creature is a critical hit if the attacker's within 5 feet.
Yep. So basically, as long as you hit him, you do crit, which is just means you roll 2 dice instead of 1.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So I need to manually do that right over here.
All right. Yeah. So first things first is to hit, which you can actually right click on your attack
Mhm.
and do advantage on the hit DC,
Oh, thank you. I didn't
and
know.
that will let you roll both.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 26.
That hit?
It absolutely hits.
For the
And,
record, if you roll a d20, it's an automatic like crit too.
okay. Now, do I need to do anything different with my
So
Slap.
what's your damage die?
2d6 is what it says?
So you basically get to roll 4d6 plus your strength modifier
Okay. Do I need
since you're
to?
critting.
So I can just click on the crit and it'll do that for me, or
Um,
right click it 'cause it
if
says
you
crit.
right click it and do crit damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry for all the
No,
questions.
that's good for me. No, that's a good question, Tyler.
19.
How do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Adding another one to your toll there.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay. How about we? I think I'd like to run up with the great sword and jab him in the gut, and let's just go up with it.
Oh. Does it snag anything on the way?
Um, you get a couple of his chains, but yeah, there's a bit of a tug there, but it sounds you may have gotten some bones or something, but after you get, it's just another free slice. And I don't know how a whole person works, Mike, but I imagine he just plops to the ground when he does that.
I imagine he's just stuck there in stasis for a minute where I'm like, oh yeah. And I let go of it and he just.
So yeah, so I don't know if you went from the legs up, but there would be like a part of him that's like still stuck in one.
like Terrifier.
So he's just kind of like, oh, and I don't know, like he just slenches down, and there's just a whole bunch of blood. Um, and there's unfortunately a whole bunch of what appears to be incapacitated people at their seats as well. And the cane is just right next to his torso, his body, and y'all dismantled one of the 5 necromancers of this kingdom.
Goddamn right we did.
um,
I'm gonna go gadget, grab the fucking cane.
okay, yeah, you do. Um, fuck it. Make a wisdom saving throw for me when you grab it.
Wisdom. Uh-oh. That's a 4.
4. So do you grab it out of curiosity? Do you grab it with a hand that has the shards or no?
That is my extendo hand, yes.
Okay. So when you grab it with the hand that has the shards, the cane and the shards start to glow. And at that point, when they start to glow, um, I'm not sure as a construct how I would put this, but there is this gravitational like feel from your hand that has the cane that just kind of juts your arm, and there's these strings of like blue and green that jut out of it, kind of like fireworks, and they fly into the patrons at the tables, and they start to rise as undead, and they just stand there looking at you.
Is that a wisdom? Why is that a failed wisdom throw? uh, as you were. Thank you.
They just all sit down at their table, just sitting there.
Neat. Just kind of looking at the orb.
Well, looks like we killed another one of them necromancers.
He wasn't there for the first.
He wasn't there with the first one. So did y'all kill somebody before this one?
I think he
No.
knows. It's just we hell.
Point the staff at him. No. Bye.
Go home now.
Oh, actually, before I leave, I'm gonna check Homeboy's pockets and all that shit. I'm gonna loot his ass.
Okay.
Little
Sure.
klepto.
Hey, this is a really good body loot. So you find 100 gold on him.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I was about to text you like, the fuck are you doing?
So you found 100 gold. There are some shinies, some jewelry, like some rings and some necklaces. There is one runic stone.
What do?
So you notice you recognize this runic stone is similar to the one that you found near the hideout,
Mhm.
except it looks glossier. It looks tougher. It looks like it's a different mineral,
Is it
but it has
bedazzled?
it's not bedazzled. I know, right? Fuck it. It's not the right
Fucking
one.
throw it at one of the undead.
Me. Blackjack.
Get the fuck
Oh.
back down.
So despite you rolling a low wisdom save, mainly you grabbed the something that emulated the ability to control the undead, and it had a side effect with your stone as well. That's why we just did that with the undead. So they're sitting down. You have one stone. You have 100 extra gold. You got some jewelry. Do you all wish to investigate the tavern, or is there anything else you want to do in here, or go out back outside?
I'm gonna give 50 gold to Tyler.
No.
I'm gonna
Okay.
give 40 gold to Blake. I'm gonna give 1 copper. Tom Hanks.
1 copper.
Yeah.
Appreciate the food early.
Puts me up to 60.
Alrighty.
Anyone else doing anything here?
Yeah, y'all want to do anything else?
I think I'm pretty good since all those people are just kind of sitting around creepily. I'm ready to
Yeah,
get
just
out. Yeah.
undead. Like they they're sitting down. I don't like whether they're playing blackjack or whatever. I don't know if they're aware of it, but if we'll since it's a nice little sweet top of the air at midnight, we'll go ahead and put a pin and say that'll be the end of the session tonight.
Tom, I do want to talk to a like Smith or something like that if
Yes.
that's in the area. I was gonna say to save everyone the RP time, we can just do that on Messenger and just discuss shit there.
Perfect. Yeah, and same goes for you, Blake and Tyler. If there's anything that y'all want to like shortcut or do, just message me and I'll make note of it. So funny enough, this one was very sandbox. As far as like I actually expected more time on like the bridge and like more combat, but I like that we were able to go into the entertainment district and do more. If there's anything that y'all want more out of this, or that you enjoy more, or would like to see more of, we can totally implement it. It's meant to be, shaped if we continue to do more of this while other sessions and other campaigns are being worked on. This just kind of allows us to explore it more and do more. But yeah, so you all
Yeah,
found
I don't mind the sandbox, just so long as I know I'm playing in the sandbox.
yeah.
It's Thomas Demi Moore playing with a clay pot, and then we're all Patrick Swayze behind him, just kind of molding it how we want it to be.
That could that could have been
my love.
That could have been more communicated clearly. This was a sandbox beforehand. I'd be like, hey, this is a sandbox, but yeah, this world is y'all's oyster.
Just want to let you know that you let me down.